Hello friends, welcome to our backyard. This is Sharon Rose Walker. I want to talk to you today about, do you need a breakthrough? So many of us do. We need breakthrough in our lives. We all have problems. Some of us have really overwhelming problems. Problems that we've had our whole life, whether it's overeating or an addiction of some sort to drugs or alcohol. And so many times in our lives, it just seems like there's no way out. Maybe you've even tried rehab programs. It just doesn't seem to work. You come out and you do good for a while, and then you're right back doing that thing you tried to get away from. Maybe you have a child going in the wrong direction, possibly also going in the ways of drugs and alcohol. Maybe you're struggling with an addiction or a mental issue. But you know, God has the answer. In Isaiah 58:6 it says, "Is this not the fast which I choose? To undo the bonds of wickedness, to tear to pieces the ropes of the yoke, and to let the oppressed go free, to break apart every enslaving yoke." You know, just like an ox has to wear an oak when they plow. Burdens and our addictions and struggles that we have become a yoke around our neck. We feel like it's never going to go away. It's always heavy on us. It's something that we carry around with us everywhere we go, and yet we don't want it. We want to stop, but just can't seem to stop. And so we drag this thing everywhere we go, like luggage dragging behind us all the time. What are you enslaved today? Or what is your child enslaved to today? Is it addiction? Is it a bad relationship? Lack of finances? Maybe a sickness in your body and you struggle with taking handfuls of pills many times a day. Then you need to fast and pray, as Isaiah 58:6 says. That's how we break things. That's how we break these bondages. Some people fast one meal. I've typically in the past have done the Daniel fast, which is where you eat nothing but vegetables. You don't eat any meat or sweets and no bread. You might do a water only fast for a meal, or maybe for a day. Fasting is a way to let God know you are serious and you really, really need this breakthrough, and you know that He's the only one that can break this bondage off of you. Fasting is a way of saying, God, I need this, and I'm willing to sacrifice so that I can have this deliverance in my life. It's a way of letting God know you're serious. Sometimes we have to do that just to let God know, God, I am truly, truly serious about this, and I need, God, I desperately need your deliverance in my life. I'm going to read to you Matthew 17. I'm going to start at verse 14 and read through 21. "And when they had come to the multitude, a man came to him, kneeling down to him and saying, 'Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is epileptic, and he suffers severely. For he often falls into the fire and often into the water. So I brought him to your disciples, but they could not cure him.' Then Jesus answered and said, 'O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him here to me.' And Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, 'Why couldn't we cast it out?' And Jesus said to them, 'Because of your unbelief. For assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. However, this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting." Certain things that have had a hold on us for a long, long time. If it's a mental issue, if it's alcohol, cigarettes, sugar, drugs, even bad relationships can have such a strong hold on our lives that they can't be broken with one prayer. We have to fast and pray. Alcohol, cigarettes, sugar, and drugs are very difficult to stop on your own. The way to overcome, the way to get that deliverance that you so desperately need, is to fast and pray so that God will break that addiction, that stronghold in your life. Sometimes people fast one meal. Well, when you would normally be eating, you are praying and seeking God. Some people nowadays will fast playing electronic games, or they'll fast Facebook, or there's so many other different things you can fast. TV, TikTok, that's a good one to fast. And that time that you would have normally spent doing those things, you spend that time with God. You spend that time in prayer. You let Him know you are serious and you need this yoke broken off of you. You need this addiction broken off of you in the mighty name of Jesus. Daniel 1:12 says, "Please test your servants for 10 days. Let them give us vegetables to eat and water to drink." Daniel and his friends did that for 10 days. Vegetables and only drinking water. And when you read in the Bible, it says that they were fatter and stronger and looked better than the other boys who were eating all this luxurious food of sweets and breads. They were much healthier. We need to break these addictions and these strongholds in our lives. And the way to let God know that you are serious. You've tried many times in the past on your own. You just couldn't quit. Tell God, I'm serious. And I'm willing to fast and pray until my breakthrough comes. Matthew 17:21 says, "However, this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting." Whatever time you normally spend doing this one thing that you're going to fast, spend that time praying and seeking God. Let Him know you need this. You don't want to be alcoholic anymore. You don't want to do this drug anymore. You don't want to overeat anymore. Fast and pray, and I believe God will take that yoke right off of you and break that bondage in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you for watching. You can go onto my YouTube channel, Sharon Rose Walker, at Sharon Rose Walker 5457. Thank you for watching. I pray this was an encouragement to you. And until next week, always remember, Jesus lives.